your old buddy Mikerowchip here, playing Trainz 2022
Plus Standard Edition.
And this is the C&O Hinton, episode 82. And we are here with Thomas just outside of Hinton. And he is bringing in the load that Andrew came back with. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is, I think we decided this during episode 81, but I can't remember. You know, come on. Cut me some slack, people. But I think we're going to drive this, I don't know, onto the overflow track, right? Yeah, that's not it. Here it is here. We're going to drive it onto the overflow track so he can then run around it and stick it on the reclassification tracks over here as much as he can. Whatever he can't fit on there, he's going to leave on the overflow track. And then when it comes time to reclassify them, we will do just that. So here we are with Thomas. And we are going to head on in. Let's do it. Oh, that's right. It thinks that the other end is the head, so we're going to hear the caboose. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. We may have to have Graham come over here and help us. All right. But before we give Graham the satisfaction, let's just beef it all the way to 100. Once he gets rolling, I think he's going to be all right. The problem is he's got to get rolling. All right, he seems to be gaining some speed. We're not doing 1 mile an hour yet. So, how are you guys doing? You doing all right? I hope so. I'm doing great. Here we go, 1 mile an hour. He keeps, it sounds like he's shifting gears, but he's not shifting gears. You don't shift gears on a train. It's not a manual. It's not 4 on the floor. Okay. I don't think sand will help. Let's throw down some sand. Sand is really only for hills when the wheels start slipping. If it's just the weight, it's not going to help you. Someone a while ago, like maybe back in episode 14, explained it to me. Made a lot of sense when they said it. And since then, I've forgotten what they've said. All right, so we've sent. Looks like we're going to be steady right here at 1 mile an hour, right? No. There we go, 2 mile an hour. All right. Yeah. It's hard to tell if we're gaining momentum or not, or have we topped out? A little while ago, I thought we topped out at 1, and we had not. So. Then, of course, when we go across these switches, we're going to get some flange friction. That could slow us down again. Come on now, Thomas. You can do it. Get some, buddy. We really don't have the option of taking half of them, pulling them up there, and then taking the other half. Well, I mean, suppose if I really did some real finagling, it could be an option. Because we got to pull all the way through in order to run around it. We're going to get a real good look at this dwarf signal right here. I was going to complain that we ran a danger. We SPAD, right? What's that? What's the SPAD stands for? Signal passed at danger. Yeah. Not yet. Maybe it has to wait till it knocks it down. Did it go up there and I missed it? All right. Nope. No such warning. All right. So why is this taking so long? Well, first thing, let's check what the weight is. Yeah. He's got a little over 3,500 tons in tow. That's a lot. That's like a whole lot. Look at all this. Oh, my coal. We got coal galore. Plus, he's on an end and two caboose. How you guys doing? You guys got the brakes on in there? Are these turned? Turn the brakes off. I can't believe I got to explain that to him. All right. Back up here with our twin 44 tonners. Yeah, the whole episode is going to be us getting to the far end of the yard. All right, well, my next question is this bell really on? Oh, yeah, it probably was, but there is no bell because it's ringing the caboose. My next question is, where's Graham at right now? I think he's all the way down in Avis, too, isn't he? Yeah, in fact, I know he is. He's down there at the Ball Lumber in Avis. I could run him down there. I got some engines here I could use, but... Or we could just struggle. I myself don't really worry about struggling. Sometimes when I'm making these videos, I'm thinking, gee, I hope no one's getting bored. Then again, you can always fast forward it, right? Grab on the bottom there and just yank it to where you want to go. I do that sometimes when I watch videos. Yeah. All right, so we're doing this. What we could do is pull the end of the train till it gets right here. Right? And once the end of the train gets right here, we could cut the part, half of it, because then we'd be able to run around behind the whole thing once the half of it's back here. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Let's go check these again. Yeah. Overflow. Now, down on this end, we can start planning our next move. Of course, at the rate he's going now, we'll start planning our next 10 moves. All right, that's fine. Now, is there any way for him to get back through the rail yard here? I don't think so. I think everybody is clogged up. This track here is a dead end, yeah. It doesn't do nothing. And someone brought to my attention, and I completely agree with them, that this engine right here is sitting at the ash pits and really should not be. This is an oil-fired train, and oil-fired trains do not produce ash. When you burn oil or gasoline, it comes out as carbon dioxide and water. That's all it comes out. This is, of course, why when you burn gasoline in your car engine, you never have to go to the ash pit, because there is no ash that's created from the burning of liquid fuel like that. Yeah, but I mean, there is a residue. You do have to clean your engine, your car engine, and there is a residue that can build up in the where the oil is built. But that you got to have somebody crawl in there and scrape it off or clean it off or whatever you're going to do. So. Oh, we've gotten up to 3 miles an hour, so we are gaining some momentum. So, long story short, that of course we might as well make it long. We got time, but that oil-fired train should not be over the ash pits. It just shouldn't be happening. But it's okay. It's all right. All right, so on the way back, or we could come back down this track here, couldn't we? Yeah, we could, but we might as well flip out to here, and then just that way we can go the higher speed on the runaround. Yeah. Okay, so we haven't got too much further to go. These coal cars are really cool. Yeah, we're going to move up the end of the train till it gets about right here in this area. And then we we'll only have to pull up half the train to get it out of the way. Yeah. So if we only have half the train, then we can shove this half. Sorry, I'm coughing into and trying to clear my throat into the mic. That's not very professional. Then we can pull this half up here, right? And then we can pull the other half and put them onto the, or shove them onto the reclassification tracks. Okay, the brain's ticking. The brain is ticking. All right. I'm thinking that maybe in the future, we should have our inbound trains just pull them onto the overflow track automatically. Yeah. Because Andrew would have been able to whip this one right up here. He's in that oil-fired one. The Southern Pacific, what is it, a 410-2, yeah. He's in a 410-2. That's got 5,000 horsepower. So it would have been plenty. But away we go. I've been thinking about my Railroader series. And thinking about, we went back down to 2 now. Back down to 2 mile an hour. Thinking about how I'm going to set it up. I got past the tutorial portion of it. I've not accepted any businesses yet. We still have the compulsory that we have to do, but the, what do they call the other one? Just the contracts. When you sign contracts, we haven't signed any of those yet. And the engine that you have to re-rail and put in the shop is still in repair. That's going to be our passenger train. Then what I'm kind of thinking I'm going to do is get myself a switcher in that first town. And then get a switcher engine for every town we go into, and then make a road engine that'll carry them from the interchange to the various places. Kind of run it, the road train, and then switcher engines to service the industries. It's kind of what I'm thinking about doing, but that could change. We're back up to 3 again. That's nice. We're coming up on 13 minutes of pulling this train in. Now, let's see. Another thing we could do is we could... Cliffs of Sanity. There we go. I was going to say we could get down nice and tight. I think you can look at the detailing on here. The chalk writing. There's some B&O cars, which, as I brought up in, I think, the last 2 videos, did have some run-through engines on this route. And here come our reefers. 64, 28, 63, 97. And this one only has 15 or 18 written on it. I did not realize. I thought they were all carbon copies. But they're not. That's nice. Okay, we're almost there now. I sound like I'm trying to convince myself, but again, to me, this is entertainment. I don't have much going on in my life, really. So this is the kind of entertainment that I have to provide for myself. All right. Let's pop over Cliffs of Insanity, please. All right, we're going to pop over this side now because actually we got to pull it all the way up to here, do we not? Yeah, we do. The Cliffs of Insanity are not going to let me get down right here. Get down on it. Come on. Over this way. Over this way. There we go. Oh. As soon as I press down, it popped me back up. Okay, so we can't get down on it. We just have to get it past this switch right here. And we're up to 4 miles an hour now. Once the last caboose clears this switch here, we're going to be good. Then we can speed the process up slightly. All right, right, we'll see how this splitting the train in half is going to work. I think it's going to work. I just don't know if it's going to work. All right. Well, we got it all the way up to 5 miles an hour there, didn't we? Okay. So where I'm thinking we can cut it at, God, we're not going to be able to cut a whole lot off of it, are we? I want to cut it before this switch right here. So I'm thinking if we cut it right here, that should be good. We could cut it here, because if it's too close to the switch, we can always pull it backwards. But this one's across the switch. Let's cut it right here. Just one of the coal cars can be cut off. This is not going to really generate that much help, is it? I don't think so. All right. So let's go forward now. No, backwards. We might as well just juice it again. Just crank the throttle all the way over. Okay, look, now he started moving a bit quicker that time. Here he goes. Now we'll pull this forward. Yeah, from now on, I'm really going to have to clear this frog right here. But for now, I'm really going to have to, the inbound engine is just going to have to drag these cars where I'm dragging them right now. Until they get right up here, and the engine can go on to the service tracks, and we will then have Thomas run around it. That's going to be the way to go. All right, let's slow it back, or put it back into idle. Of course, we're hitting the brakes right now, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Yes, we are. That's how this game works. Can we throw this switch? Yes, we can. All right. So when we run around it now, we can go this way, and we want to go this way, and then this way, and then this way, right? We're going to put as many as we can on this track right here. Now, where's Thomas at? Way up here. Okay, so now we'll apply. There we go. I think 65, or is it 70? 70% is going to get us, or is that 21 miles an hour? I don't know. All right, so we want to go this way, and then we want to stay here. And then we want to go, yes. Yeah, and then we're going to go back this way. I'm not sure which track we want to, which one it is exactly going this way. No, 70% is 16 miles yard speed. All righty. Let's head on back this way. Come on back now. Come on. Y'all come back now. You hear? I'm trying to do that Beverly Hillbillies thing. Come on back now. You hear? You know the old song, Listen to a Story about a man named Jed. He was a poor mountaineer. Would fit right into this area, wouldn't he? Not that the people are poor, but they're certainly mountaineers, aren't they? Living up in this region? Aren't you a mountaineer? Maybe not. Okay. If that's the case, then these mountaineers have been cityfied. They've been cityfied. There we go. And there we go. Stop right there. Now, which track is it? These all have names. Oh, no, these do have names. I think I gave these tracks names. We want to come down this track right here. Oh, we can't. We blocked ourselves. Okay. So we'll come down. We'll come down the fast track. I think I decided that anyway, didn't I? I think I did. I just forgot it. All right, so we want to come down this track right here. Yeah, so we got to keep backing up. We've not backed up far enough. Okay. I don't know if it was really necessary to blow the horn at that point because we're just moving. All right, so we want to come down this track right here. Pretty sure. Now, he's not over on the other main line, is he? Because if he is, we're going to come down the far left track. Oh, did I brake too quickly? I did. Gosh darn it. Okay. So, yeah, no, we want to be this way, then this way, and then this way. But are we sitting on this track? I can't remember. Come all the way down here, and we're not. We're not sitting on that track. So, here we go. No, wrong key. So 70 is yard speed. Is 80 21 mile an hour? We're about to find out. Okay. $80. Those engine sounds are really cool. Yeah, that seems to be it. 80% is 21 mile an hour for the 44 tonners. What notch would be? What's 80% of 8? 8 times 0.8. It'd be notch 6. Well, it'd be notch 6.4. But we'll say notch 6 as we round to the nearest notch. Probably didn't have a slow speed control on these back then, right? So you just had to get it up to, I don't know, but they floated up to 24 and then put it in neutral and let it coast? Or was that like a big no-no? You floated it up to 20 and then you let it coast, and then when it got down like 17, 15, you'd throttle back up again. Not sure. Okay, back to the other end of the Hinton yard here. Mm-hmm. Lots of cars. Now see the, of course, if I'd have looked earlier, I probably would see him earlier, but I could see the smoke coming off those two caboose. All right, once we get these cars on here, I'll be able to gauge about how many more cars I could fit on the second track. I'll know where to cut them at. Okay. Let's slow it down. Oi, hi, ho. Shot me way over here. Wow, way over here. Okay. There we go. Go this way. Yeah, we can keep that way. That's fine. I could have run through this one, but I don't know. I decided not to. There we go. And there we go. Beautiful. Connect up to this caboose right here. Those really are nice looking caboose. I forget where I got this model from, but It's really nice. There we go. Perfect. No problem pushing these. These are easy to shove. All right, I should have these all set up for where I want to go. Should all come right into here now. See how many we can get on here. I gotta remember, I gotta slow down early. Here we go. Nice slowing down early. Done a fine job. Here we go. We'll keep it right at that speed. Should be good. 4 mile an hour. Nah, slow down a little bit more. 3 mile an hour. I like that better. There it is. And now we'll push it back here. Give it a little more moxie. That's the rest of the cut right there that we just dropped off. So we got to go back and get that too. Get it off the overflow track. As much of it as we can anyway. Well, geez, we're not even going to come to the end of this one. Maybe this whole train will fit on these tracks. All right, let's stop it right there. We still got room? Oh, yeah, we still got room on that end. Okay. Come on back. There we go. All right, we'll apply it right here. The other way. Then we'll come back here, clear this switch. We're going to stay on this side this time. Darn cliffs of insanity. Alrighty. Down here. Oh. Okay, no, stop. You can't leave the caboose there, you mo. What are you thinking? You got to bring the caboose with you. You don't want to reclassify those. Get them now while your engine's light. Okay. You know, these are the kinds of errors that bring down our overall efficiency. Then when Mr. Chesapeake or Mr. Ohio is on the phone, the customers, you got to explain why, their load's a little bit late. There we go. Now we want to apply this and take this with. All right. No. There you go. You got to hit the right buttons. There you are. Oakley dokley. Now the question is, where am I going to make my cut? I'm not going to drag the whole thing back. That seems... It'll drag back pretty easily, but it's going to be a struggle to get it come back the other way, so... We'll find out where we're going to cut it. All right. Here we go. Long clear. That'll do. Come back this way. There we go. And there it is. So let's do this. Well, let's do this first. Okay. Flashed on. So what do we got here? We have 56 cars, but we got to take away 4. Well, yeah, because I'm thinking for the 2 caboose, too. So that'd be 52, which would be 26 cars. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Right here. Right here. Okay. So I can go like this now because I want to make sure these switches are thrown right down on this end. We don't want any flange friction if we can avoid it at all. I don't think we'll need this switch, but we'll throw it just in case. All right, now you should be able to move this direction pretty darn easily. There's our number 26. Right here. Okay. I don't really need this, do I? Okay, here we go. Yeah, pretty easily. Okay, maybe not. Well, he's got it up to 1 already. See, I'm thinking I'll just pull these up here. So after I put these on the reclassification track, I wanted to drive all the way down to get these, bring them back. But I thought he'd be able to pull a little bit quicker than this. But, well, that's all right. He's already got it up to 2 miles an hour. So it is going easier in this direction. Now on Railroader, that we have a little bit of time to talk, is here. Oh, let me take a drink first one. There we go. Very nice. They give you the option, if you've never played before, whether how you want the cars blocked as they come into the interchange. It can be totally blocked, or it can be mostly blocked, I think was the next one, or I think the last one was something like chaos or something like that. Haven't decided yet. I mean, I really like to switch, so I might just go with chaos. Oh, yeah, I do want to be on this side, don't I? All right, so we're going much faster now. We're already up to 5 miles an hour. Of course, I'm scared. Is it gonna be able to really be able to push these? I mean, it should be able to. It's only half the train. Yeah, well, we all heard the woulda, shoulda, coulda before, haven't we? Let's take it back down to 55. Got to make sure this one here stops. I'd like to have it stop on this side of that switch. Which means we should start slowing down right now. All right. Everything's looking good. But yeah, with Railroader, I think I might do it chaos instead of having them block it for me. I've done enough switching in these kinds of games that I've grown to love it. Well, I actually loved it right from the beginning. Who am I kidding? All right, so let's stop it right here. I don't know how much room we're going to need. I may have chosen wisely. Okay. Then we'll apply, brake, continue forward. There we go. Now, we dropped quite a bit. There's quite a bit of coal here. A lot of boxcars. Seems to be handling it very nicely. Whatever. Come over here. And then we're going to have to clear what now? We're going to have to clear... Can I do this? Okay, yeah, over here. It's right there. It's that switch right there. Where is it now? It's hidden behind the coal car. Crouching signal. Hidden switch. There we go. This way, then this way. Yep. Then we're gonna bang it right into here. All right, let's see what we get now. Come on. Come on backwards for me. You can do it. I can hear him. Hear the engine gearing. Okay. Again, it's not going to be real fast. But if you're looking for something real fast, you might want to try a different channel. Wait a minute. That's not my saying. If you don't like that it's taking this slow, well, this just may not be the channel for you. There you go. You got to stick with your now he's telling me SPAD. Maybe he told me that last time, I didn't notice it. But you got to stick with your branding. Okay, so let's juice it up to 100. Give him a little bit more power. So we get moving. Cat, I don't like the way you're laying on my computer like that. Oh boy. Starts scratching around with her feet. I'm always afraid she's gonna stick it in one of the cords or something. Why? I shouldn't say why. I know why she likes to lay up there, because all the heat comes pouring out of the top of my computer, and it can't be good for the computer, right? She's blocking the vents like that. She's just looking at me now because she knows I'm talking about her. And I bought these heat rugs for them. These rugs you put in their beds, and then you plug it in. It's like a blanket. It's like a heated blanket. Only it lays on the bottom so they can feel the heat. Nope, she likes my computer. Because it's so comfortable to lay on top of a metal box, right? Okay, here he comes now. This is a major operation. There's no doubt about it. I'm going to really watch on the other end of this, because I'm thinking about stopping it before it hits that bumper once we start pushing here. It's just all these coal cars. They are just so darned heavy. Alrighty. There we go. And now let's run down to this end. Make sure we don't get too close. We're going to take up as much room as possible without getting too close. Dangerous game I'm playing. But it's one that must be played. All right. And there's our rest of our cut right there again, in case you lost track of it. All right. Hit the brakes now. Okay, that stopped very quickly. All right. That's about as far as I'm willing to go. Let's come down here now, and we're going to make this cut right here. We'll apply, cut it right there. And now we'll pull forward again. Yeah, I'm starting to think this whole thing is not going to fit on here. I was dreaming. But now I've woken up from my dream. And I now realize that it was just a dream. Alrighty. And we'll clear this one here, the old Hinton 12. There it is. Nice. Come to a stop, and then we'll shove again. Put it all the way up to 70 this time. And here he slowly comes backwards again. So even if I do have the train, well, the other option would be to take smaller cuts out of it. Yeah, not such huge cuts. And then because I say, if we have the incoming engine, pull it all the way up to the overflow track, it's still going to be slow because of this. But again, I ask myself, why do I keep apologizing for how slow it is? This is how I want to run my channel. This is how I'm going to run my channel. There you have it. Okay, he's got it up to 3 now. That's nice. The second cut, this one right here, is going to be a lot lighter because it's got mostly box cars on it. I think even loaded, the box cars are going to be a lot lighter than the coal cars were. So it'll be nice. This time I got to remember to drop the caboose. I don't know how many more we'll fit on here. These cars here are a bit longer. Yeah, they're a bit longer. Because we have these up to here to fit on there. And there's no way those are all going to fit on there. Like I said, we'll get as many as we can, and then the rest we'll put on the overflow track. And then I'll just make a note to myself in my spreadsheet that I got to reclassify everything on the overflow track too. Then he's got to start taking all these off, and he's going to have to shunt them all into place, right? He's going to have to drill all these cars. Okay, let's slow it down now. Here it comes. And put a stop. There we go. And we'll apply it right there. All right, let's see how much more room do we have on this thing. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But again, these cars are a little bit longer. So 6, 9 cars. You figure one's about 1.5 length. I don't think it's 2, so maybe like 9 more cars. All right, stop right there. I gotta wait too long. All right. Maybe 9 more cars, 10 more cars? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I should have a few more than that, though. Still, it's banging around in my brain now. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull yet. There we go. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's pull 12 of them. All right? That's what we're going to do. So we'll apply it. Go right here. We'll see what we can do with 12. At this point, I'd rather have too many than not enough. Of course, it's going to add weight. He's still not really flying with it, is he? All these are going to be shoved back. Yeah. All right, so let's go down to here now. Get a nice low view on it here. Good view at the 44 tonners as they go by. Whole lot of coal. Of course, this is like a coal route, is it not? what they do up here in the mountains in this part of the country. They mine for coal. I start slowing it down now. It's going to take a bit. Here we go. And get some. Right there. Yeah. Okay, yep. For some reason, I suddenly was unsure I was going to fit them on the track, but I don't know why that was. I did my due diligence. Yeah, even the smaller amount of cars isn't exactly flying up the tracks now, is it? It is not. Alrighty. I was so happy yesterday I mentioned in my video I was going to go out and blow the leaves off my lawn. And I did. I blew the leaves off. It took me about 2 hours. Got the leaves up to the curb because, as I said before, I don't have to bag them. They just come and suck them up. So then I went upstairs to exercise. And just before I started exercising, I look out the window, and there was the leaf sucker-upper guys. I was like, yes! Because it was a little bit windy. I'm thinking, I put all those leaves on the curb. They're all going to blow back into my lawn. At least some of them will. But, nope. I don't know if they were hiding, waiting for me to be done, or whatever. But they were there. I could have been in the house more than 20 minutes. And they were just sucking up the leaves, and I was one happy fella. Alrighty. There we go. I forgot who I was. It came to a stop. All right, let's see how many of these I'm going to fit on here. This has got to be real heavy. Yeah, we're gonna throttle 8 this thing. What do we have? Uh-oh, sneeze. That was a successful mute button right there. All right, so we'll pull it down, try to get it even with this flat car. And then we will see if we can fit any more cars on this track or how many we got to pull off. Now, this third track is not a reclassification track because it has industries on it. So we're not gonna do that. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna fit all these cars on here that I brought with me. Stop it there. It's pretty close to where the other one's at. Where are we at here? Ooh. I mean, we could leave them right there simply because, you know, we're not going to be able to have to access that one track before the other. We're not going to access this track here before that one because they all got to be reclassified together. But I got pretty good control here. I got some pretty finite controls going on. So let's stop it right there. There we go. What do we got now? Yeah, we got plenty of clearance for this track, and this one is blocked. But like I said, when we're pulling these off, I can pull these off first. Doesn't matter which ones I pull off first, right? Look at that. Now, was it perfect, the number of cars I picked? No, probably 11 would have been perfect. But I'm gonna go with with being happy. Alrighty. Now we gotta go back and connect up with that last part of that cut. Oh, I'm sniffling. Don't sniffle. There we go. And clear. Let's back up. Let's get on the caboose this time. Ooh. Oh, we've had this view before, and it is sweet. Here we go. This is really nice, huh? Look at the potbelly stove in there. Sparse decorations, though. Nothing on the walls. Geez, we really sprung up to 10 mile an hour there pretty quick, didn't we? All right, so there's our two cuts that we put on the reclassification track. Here's the last part of it right here. This part here is going to have to stay on the overflow track. Of course, that's why I created the overflow track, right? In case we had overflow like we're experiencing now. Alrighty. Oh, we are going to get some good coupler action on this one. Nice. Okay, let's leap back out. Now we're going to put these onto the overflow track right up to the frog here. But we're going to have to take the caboose with us because the caboose have to go to the caboose shop. So we can replenish the magazines for the fellas. For our maintenance crew. Of course, it could have been the girls, you know. When the railroads got involved and were taken over by the government during World War II, whole thousands of women went to work for the railroads doing all the same jobs the guys did. So, yeah. All right, we're going to stop it right there because we got to stop it right here. Yes, we do. It's a nice screenshot right here. I kind of like this shot. That is the end of episode 82 for the C&O Hinton. I hope you guys had fun. We didn't even no, we did finish with Thomas's turn, didn't we? Yes, we did. I was going to say something. Sure can't remember what it was now. Actually, this was Andrew's turn. That's what I was going to say. This was not Thomas's turn. This is Andrew's turn. Thomas had to assist Andrew. Anyway, why am I going on and on? Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't I cough away from the mic? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that we have two caboose and yet it seems like they all went in their separate caboose and are burning their own fires, wasting firewood, well, this just may not be the channel for you.